Hey, it's Dr. Darya Ghafourpour. Thanks again for joining me Friday Night Live. I just tried it in landscape mode for those of you who might have seen that little blip of a live broadcast, and it didn't seem to work with my phone, so I'll get it eventually. So happy Thanksgiving, and a happy day after Thanksgiving to those of us here in the United States who celebrate. Glad that you're here joining me. It's been one of those really low-key, slow days for me. I take the day off of Thanksgiving off, and I think I must have had one of those like sugar comas. You know, all those amazing desserts that you have with Thanksgiving. So I succumbed to that and had one of those low energy days, and just found myself going inward a lot. Hi, Jamie. Good boy, brushing your teeth. Thanks for joining me. So Jamie and I were chatting a little bit ago about, you know, what can I offer in today's video? Because I was really thinking about it. Like I said, today's been a real low-key day for me. And I go inward on days like that. And this was one of those. So hey, Alea, good to see you here. You know, I was thinking of contacting you too, because I'm like, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? And Jamie was suggesting that I tell a story, maybe a story that a patient had shared with me. I was thinking back to, you know, my memories of going to the dentist, if I could come up with anything like that. And I kept coming up with these roadblocks in my head, like writer's blocks. And I just realized, and Alea, you were part of this too, I was just thinking about, well, you know how you talk about going inward and kind of centering yourself, going into your core. It's a way of quieting what's going on in the outside world, because there are a lot of distractions, there's a lot of noise out there, there's a lot of differing opinions, there are a lot of personalities, and all of those things can pull us away from who we are inside. And Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays because everyone can come together, who's ever meant to come together in a physical way, enjoy each other's company. And there's a little bit less pressure than there is with a holiday with, like, Christmas, for instance. I celebrate Christmas. And sometimes there's that pressure, did I get the right gift, that sort of thing. Even when you're giving from the heart, you can still feel some of that stress, and Thanksgiving doesn't have that. So that's why I love Thanksgiving so much. It's just a way to come together in happiness, I think. And so I got to experience that. And part of what, you know, I'll do with Thanksgiving is count my blessings, you know. Some people will write a gratitude in their gratitude journal, list all the things that they're thankful for. And I'll do that mentally. I won't necessarily write all those things out. But one of the things that I love about that, just acknowledgement of the things that we're grateful for and the people we're grateful for, the circumstances in our lives that we're grateful for, is it puts us in a different realm. It puts us in a different energy, in a different frequency. And then we can continue to give outward. So when we acknowledge what we're receiving, what we're thankful for inward, it allows us to be in a better space for giving, you know, having that reciprocation. And so that's one of the things that I love. Hey, is that you, Bernadette? So that's one of the things that I love about Thanksgiving, is kind of going through that ritual. And it was perfect to have a quiet day today to be able to do that. And so I'm grateful for my extended community that seems to keep growing bigger and bigger. Science is showing gratitude changes our brain. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And I know that intuitively, but I'm so stoked that science is, you know, researching gratitude, you know, the experience of being thankful. And it's what it does. Right? Yeah, it's what it does to our internal frequency. It raises our energy because we're skipping away. If you think about what is gratitude, what does that do? What does that do? It's separating you when you are intentionally focusing on things that you're grateful for, that you're thankful that something has occurred, that someone's in your life. You're thankful you had an experience. You're thankful that you're present You're thankful for the love that you have. You're not blaming anybody. You're not falling victim to anything. You are not dealing with control issues. You're simply relaxing into and just honestly being and acknowledging and recognizing the goodness that is in your life. So I highly recommend that we practice Thanksgiving every week. Maybe not all of the hubbub that's involved in that, with everyone getting together. But anyway, I did that today. I had a meditation experience that was really positive, that was really good for me. And I wish that for those of you out there to find some quiet time, whether it's alone or with others, where you can go inward and acknowledge the wonders in your life. And what you'll find is that you'll be in a different space of being, and you'll be able to give in a different way to others. You won't have all that mental static that goes on and can interfere in the way that we relate with one another. Great meditation today, Jamie. Yeah, that's good. And it sounds like you get to get yourself out there in nature too, which is wonderful. Whether you're literally hugging a tree, walking barefoot, touching the ground in some way, there is something that's quite magical about that, about being in touch with the earth. There's something that's literally grounding about that. I'll bet that there's, in fact, I know that there's science that shows that too. There's something called the Heart Math Institute, and they do studies where they actually wire electrodes to trees and into the ground and with other human beings, and they'll find resonance going on with the frequencies of the trees, of the earth, with people, when there's a connection there that's going on. So that's something neat to look into. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I want to just keep it relatively short tonight, and I think I probably have some more inwardness to experience tonight. It's just part of taking it easy. And I'm really grateful that you guys here joined me, and I'd love it if you would leave comments even when I'm done with this live cast, and let me know what you're grateful for, and and let others know as well, because let's just spread that connectedness and spread that positivity, and we can choose to connect with nature in and with gratitude. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Jamie. Yes, I'm so glad that you're here, and I know that we'll get to connect further. So wishing you all well. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Share this message with others. I'd love it if you'd share my post. Good to see you too, Alea. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I love what you're doing too. I see that you're doing a lot there on Facebook Live, and your message is so important. So thank you for being out there. So tag one another, share this post. Happy Thanksgiving to you too from the family. Thank you, Bernadette, and to you too. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and like my page if you haven't already. And you can also find me on YouTube. And now, Alea, thanks to you asking that question, and Jamie for your answer, I think I might figure out a way of doing a simultaneous live cast between Facebook and YouTube. That would be pretty neat. So maybe I'll take a little bit of time this weekend trying to figure that one out too. All right, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for joining, and love to you all.